Yeah, let's take it back to two turntables and a mic. Rip the microphone strap. That's the only way they're gonna hear you.
It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Phillies. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Philadelphia Phillies.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And now here's the starting nine for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway. His past line against Aaron Nola comes in with 6 hits in 29 at-bats.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. 2 out, nobody on.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And I don't think you can be locking in on anyone else today than Ronald Acuna Jr. This guy, just hear me out on this, body awareness. Lock in on how easy he makes the game look, both offensively and defensively. No one's going to test his arm as well. This guy's got an absolute howitzer out there.
Digging in, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Stepping in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop More home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Donaldson at third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Fultonevich is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still no score. Back in Philadelphia for the second, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, clearly there is no rain in the area as of yet, but the reports that I'm getting say precipitation is expected as this game moves along. Of course, the grounds crew and the umpires will work to get this one in without a delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it is impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So coming to the plate, Josh Donaldson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Popped him up. Segura has a play. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Johan Camargo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Williams is under it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. His career line with Fultonevich. He's got 1 hit in 16 tries. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent and well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
JT Realmuto.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bottom of the second here with no score. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. We'll move to the third with. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the knees, strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 9th.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Mike Foltynewicz. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that. Up next will be Nick Williams. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out.
The center fielder, Odubel.
So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Herrera is retired. 2 down now. So here now is the pitcher, Aaron Nola. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Here's Ender Inciarte back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick.
First pitch on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line toward the gap in left center. Williams is there, and they breeze through this. Striding in once again, Gene Segura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Striding into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fouled away. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Line toward right center. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Hernandez stands at first with 1 out. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Into the box now, Reese Hoskins. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hoskins brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson. No balls and a strike to count. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. And a curveball in for a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Behind 0-2 now. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
1-0. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Real Muto aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped him up. Flowers over to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Into the box, Aaron Nola, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB. Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Lifted the other way out to left center. Williams arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready now, Tyler Flowers. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss, 0 and 1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Here it comes on 0-2. And another foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. Sixth inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this sixth inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The sixth and seventh innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now. The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And that's dead center for strike 1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Herrera will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Gene Segura standing in.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Gene.
Here comes the first pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw goes right over the head of Freeman at first.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3.
Ready once again, Bryce Harper. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. Segura, the runner at second with 1 away. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 out and a runner on second base. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. First home run of the campaign for him as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
It's almost a shame because he was pitching a gem today, at least until he served up this 2-run shot. Just goes to show one pitch, one swing is all it takes to change a pitcher's entire day.
Standing in now, Reese Hoskins. And he puts it on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. He singled his last time up. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
You can tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Now a soft liner to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Flowers has it, and that ends the inning. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 2-0 Philly. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
0-1. Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 0-2 once more is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what?
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 2-0. Ready for another chance? Maikel Franco will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Now in the box, Nick Williams. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count
Now
0-2, right?
center
You have to
fielder,
protect for the fastball.
Odubo.
You have to look for the soft stuff down and
Herrera.
away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Down the third baseline. Two out, nobody on. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Flowers corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 2-0. Now at the plate, Johan Camargo. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
The shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Camargo.
Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
There's Segura. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 1.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. 1 away for the Braves here in inning number 8, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a curveball taken for strike 2. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the
Now
shortstop
batting.
right there.
Catcher.
Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Charlie Culberson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
For the Braves, number 8, Charlie Culberson.
And he fouls this one off. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Braves strand one. They trail things here 2-0. Arodys Vizcaíno is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's set, and the pitch. Grounded to first. Freeman's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura, previously against Vizcaíno. He's a perfect 2 for 2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Hops this one up. And no one will track it down. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Another one sent foul. Segura, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Acuna giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-1 taken, strike 2. Struck him out. Phillies strand. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The right fielder.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile. bring the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
You froze him on the fastball there. Nick Markakis becomes the first out in the 9th inning.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Stepping in now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Franco trying to get there. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Yanked fouled off to the right. Ready with another 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. They're on their feet here in Philly. Some 43,000 in full roar. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first to take care of him, and the Phillies move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 2-0 finish today. The Philadelphia Phillies earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Aaron Nola earns his first win of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Mike Foltynewicz is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Philadelphia Phillies, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left